Hi, I'm Rob Reiner, founder of Parents Action for Children, the nonprofit organization that produced the I Am Your Child video series. I started Parents Action to help educate parents, caregivers, and others about the critical role they play in the development of young children and making the interests of families and young children a national priority. Please take a minute after viewing this program to visit our website, www.parentsaction.org, where you'll find other useful parenting resources and educational materials, including more I Am Your Child videos. You'll also learn how you can connect with other parents to help make sure that all of America's children have the support they need to reach their full potential. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Felicia Rashad. Along with being an actress, I am also the mother of two wonderful children, and as a mother, I understand that parents these days have lots of questions about what's best for their own kids' health. Like why breastfeeding is supposed to be so good for your baby, or which kind of formula is best to buy. How do you know when your baby's sick? And if he's not, why visit a doctor? When's the right time for solids and finger foods? And what do you do with a picky eater? Today we'll talk about the answers to these questions and more, because your baby's health will shape her body and her life forever. Good health starts very early in life, even before birth. In the mother's womb. The cord is really like a direct feeding tube from mom to baby. What she eats and drinks feeds her growing baby as well. That's why a mom's healthy diet during pregnancy gives her child a head start on good health. And that's why you should never smoke, use drugs, or drink alcohol during pregnancy. Smoking and alcohol use can result in very low birth weight for your baby, putting her health at risk right from the beginning. So take care of yourself, and you'll be taking care of your baby.
Good-sized child. Those little cheeks.
I'm sure you're feeling the baby kick. It's a very good indicator of a healthy baby.
There's the baby's head.
Every pregnant woman should regularly visit a doctor's office or clinic.
Watch his face and his little hands. And
Good morning.
Hello.
Look at him. Looks like he's smiling.
you're 24 weeks, 6 days.
They'll take your family's medical history, test for diseases, check your weight and blood pressure, and follow you through the course of your pregnancy to make sure everything's okay.
Hello. Hi, how are you?
Good.
How are you? Good.
Ask about the best diet for you and the little life inside you.
The baby's drinking this amniotic fluid.
Remember, you're eating for two now, all the way through pregnancy.
That's the umbilical cord of the baby.
Veronica's baby is very well positioned. This is the baby's head, right here.
During pregnancy, a weight gain of 25 to 35 pounds is about normal.
This is the baby's back, okay?
You and your fetus need that much nutrition to be in perfect shape for birth.
Baby boy! Look at the sun! Baby.
Feeding is the first real connection between you and your new baby. It doesn't get any closer than that. There are lots of benefits to breastfeeding.
That's it.
First, your own milk is best for your child. It's nature's way and far healthier than formula milk. Mother's milk strengthens a baby's immune system, helping him fight off germs and disease. Even if you just breastfeed for 1 week, your baby will be more protected against illness than a child who gets only formula.
By choosing to breastfeed, you're giving your baby all the nutrition she's going to need for the first 4 to 6 months of life.
The longer you breastfeed, the more protection your baby has. And there are pluses for mom, too. It relaxes and slims her.
So you want to bring your arm underneath her and put your thumb and index finger underneath the nape of her neck.
Even though nursing may be nature's way,
And see how she's opening her mouth? That's a good sign that she's ready to feed.
It doesn't always come naturally. Both of you have to learn how to do it. So don't be afraid to ask for help.
You want to bring her chin into the breast first, right?
The milk's always handy. It's mixed, sterilized, and just the right temperature. And best of all, your body will make as much milk as your child needs. You won't run out.
The goal is to get a lot of the areola, especially the lower half of the areola, into her mouth. If the baby seems to slow down on your breast, what you can do is with your thumb, milk down the breast.
The more you nurse your baby, the more milk you'll make.
Proper positioning and proper latching and proper sucking will prevent your nipples from hurting.
If you can tolerate the first few days or the first 3 days of breastfeeding, then you have accomplished a milestone, because the sore nipples could be very painful. Using Lansolin or Lanolin and massaging the nipples, also air drying the nipples, using your own milk to coat the nipples, that also helps in the healing process.
Some women, especially working moms, choose to pump their milk and store it in the refrigerator. That way, baby can drink mother's milk when she's not there. A bottle of mom's milk can be refrigerated up to a day or frozen up to 6 months, but no longer. If there's any remaining after a feeding, throw it away. Breast milk spoils quickly, even in a refrigerator. If you're breastfeeding, you're still eating for two. In fact, everything you put in your body goes into your baby's body, too. There are only a few situations in which a woman shouldn't consider breastfeeding: if you have HIV, AIDS, or a problem with drugs or alcohol. Don't breastfeed. If you're nursing, always check with the doctor before taking any medicine. But some mothers can't breastfeed for a number of good reasons. If you have to use formula, it's okay. You don't have to feel guilty. You can still bond with your baby, and he will still be well fed.
Here we have our own privacy.
Bottle feeding can still let you feel close to your baby. And it gives the guys a chance to hold and feed the new baby, as well as brothers, sisters, and grandparents. Be sure to cuddle her. Look into her eyes and talk to her. Important rule: never prop the bottle and let him feed himself or put the baby in bed with a bottle. The milk pools around the teeth and can cause decay. And even before baby's teeth come in, damage can be done. And never feed cow's milk to a child during the first year. You can buy formula in 3 ways. Ready to use, already in a bottle. You just warm, add a nipple, and it's ready for baby. Easy, but expensive. Ready to pour. Pour into a sterilized bottle, warm, and feed. Ready to mix. The very best buy. Mix the powder or liquid with water, warm, and serve. Be sure to follow the directions and use the right amount of water. If the formula is too weak, your baby will be underfed, and too strong can be dangerous. Never give your baby cold or hot formula. It should be at body temperature and not feel hot or cold on your skin. And never use a microwave to warm the formula. When baby's hungry, feed her, no matter what time of day or night. It's normal for babies to want to nurse often in the beginning. After a while, you two will work out a schedule that's right for both of you. Here are some important points to remember about breast milk and formula. Mom's milk is best, so try to breastfeed your baby. If you use formula, be sure to follow the directions. Don't ever give baby cow's milk during the first year. Feed your baby when he's hungry. Now, how do you know if your baby's well fed? She should seem satisfied, sleep well, and gain weight. Most babies will double their birth weight by 6 months. And to make sure he's growing up healthy, be sure to go to the doctor's office or clinic regularly.
14 1/4, very good.
These are called well baby checkups because your baby doesn't have to be sick to be examined.
You're gonna bring over here and put her diaper on.
Normally, the first is the 1-month checkup. In this checkup, the doctor wants to make sure the baby's off to a good start, eating and sleeping well, and growing up strong, healthy, and happy. If there are any hearing or vision problems, it's best to catch it early.
Have you seen her responding to loud noises already? Okay. Has she been tracking you down with her sight already?
Sometimes she does.
Okay. Now tell me, which position do you put her to sleep?
On her back.
On her back. Very good. That's the preferred position. Okay, these days, is you put her on her back. All right. Very good. For the first year of life.
Most babies during the first year are usually healthy, but there are illnesses that are common, like allergies, colds, constipation, ear infections, and diarrhea.
How do I tell if she's sick?
If the baby at any point has a fever, we need to know about. It's not normal for babies, especially in the first 3 months of life, to have a fever. If she's vomiting, if she's not keeping her feedings down, she starts vomiting everything you give her, she has diarrhea, those are all signs and symptoms that you should come in and see us.
During the first year, see a doctor at 1 month, 2 months, 4 months, 6 months, 9 months, and 1 year.
Okay, Mrs. Tominelli. I know Dr. Angela discussed the immunizations with you. Yep.
It's really important your baby gets shots to protect against diseases. The first immunizations include hepatitis B, polio, DTP, and meningitis.
All right, you can pick him up.
We're going to give him measles, mumps, rubella vaccine today. Okay.
After the first year, your baby will get shots for measles, mumps, rubella, and chickenpox.
He's doing very well. Good. Any questions?
With each visit, you'll learn about how your baby is doing for his age.
Here you go. Oh, do you want it? You don't have to have it. Let's see your face for a little while. Yeah. Has he started teething yet?
No.
Okay. He may start to wake up at night when those teeth start coming in.
You don't want to sit?
For both parents and baby, cutting the first tooth isn't much fun. It can be pretty painful. The first signs are heavy drooling and fussing from the pain. Give him something to bite, like a teething ring. You can gently rub his gums to soothe the ache.
During the day, can I give him Tylenol?
If he's really uncomfortable and miserable, I don't object to Tylenol, but what you might find works even better is if you can just massage the gums, just press where the teeth are cutting through.
Right.
That actually helps him cut. And often just pressing, and you can avoid all the medicines.
And be sure to wash your hands.
Time for breakfast.
Teething usually happens about the same time the baby is ready for solids.
Girl.
Around 6 months. The first solid food should be partly liquid, like rice cereal mixed with breast milk or formula. Another rule, never put solids in a bottle. Don't be surprised if your baby pushes the food out of her tongue at first. That's normal. Don't rush it. Just try again another day. There are no hard rules about what solids to feed and when, but experts say 4 to 6 months, that's the time to begin cereals. Somewhere between 6 and 8 months, you can start juices and pureed fruits and vegetables. Between 7 and 10 months, try to introduce pureed meat, chicken, beans, rice, and tofu. Introduce one new food at a time, about a week apart. That way you can tell if your baby has any food allergies. As your baby grows, food safety becomes even more important. Check the use date on all containers and never feed directly from the jar. Or if you do, throw out the leftovers. Don't forget to put already open jars into the refrigerator. You should warm foods to body temperature, and again, avoid microwaving. It can create hot spots that will burn your baby's mouth. Another tip? Mix fruit juice with water to reduce the amount of sugar you're giving your baby. Somewhere around 8 months, your baby will begin to pick up things with her fingers. It means you can probably begin finger foods. As she learns how to grasp small things, she'll begin to feed herself, eating crackers or pieces of bread. Now that he's putting things in his mouth, there's always a danger of choking. So be sure to cut food into small pieces. And don't use honey in the first year. It can cause choking too.
Happy birthday to
A year old, a healthy and happy birthday, and exciting too, because there's some big changes ahead.
All right, you gonna let me do this?
The 12-month checkup makes sure your baby is healthy and happy and ready for the important work of the second year.
And is he walking yet, or is he crawling still? Yeah. How long has he been walking now?
He was walking like about 11 months.
Yeah. Does he say anything?
He has his own language.
Yes, all right. Let's see what's in here, huh? Does he try to feed himself? You know, will he pick things up and eat them?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Everything.
Does he try to take the spoon out of your hand?
Yes.
Sean, you're so cute. Can you put him down on the floor? I want to see if he'll walk around a little bit. Does he try to climb? Is he climbing up the new? I know he climbed out of the playpen. Okay, Sean.
At 1 year, your baby's begun to take some big steps. After all, she's growing up. It's a time of new energy, new foods, and new freedom for you both. A big change is switching your child to cow's milk from breast milk or formula. Discuss it with your doctor first. But remember to use whole milk, not skim or low fat. Baby needs the fat calories to grow. Wait till his next birthday for less fatty milk. From 12 to 18 months, your baby's daily menu should be something like 3 glasses of whole milk, a half to 1 cup each of fruits, vegetables, and juices, 4 to 6 servings of bread and cereal, and 2 servings of meat, chicken, fish, or eggs. A serving is about a tablespoon. You might see a drop in your child's appetite at around the first birthday. That's normal, and there's a good reason. She's growing more slowly than the first year of life, so she doesn't need to eat as much. Let your child's appetite be your guide.
Okay, look at Daddy. Let's go to Daddy. Very good, excellent.
If your child isn't walking or saying a few words by 18 months, be sure to alert the doctor.
Most of her nutrition right now should be coming from solids. It's okay to do vitamin 1 dropper full a day, but the most important thing is the good nutrition. We need a variety of foods. We need all food groups. We need
What she eats is more important than how much. Try not to argue or bargain over food with your child.
Okay, that's it. You're done.
Toddlers will use meal times to show off. They're their own person and they want the world to know it. One way is to refuse food. So step back. Don't take it personally. It's just a rejection of some food, not you.
Come on. You don't want this either?
No one can force any kid to eat, and no healthy baby has ever starved herself to death.
Okay. Open up. Nope.
Actually, it's a proven fact that kids who decide how much or little they want eat more than children who are pressured.
That bacon is a problem, I see.
A lot of eating problems, even later in life, begin when the table becomes a battleground.
Do you want another little sip of milk, Missy?
Brooks, you can use your fork.
If a child starts playing with her food, she's probably letting you know eating time is over.
I see what you're trying to do.
There's a big world out there, and she's curious to move on to something even more fun and exciting. Play is so healthy. In fact, play is a child's work. It's exercise for her muscles and mind. That's why little kids, like big ones, shouldn't be couch potatoes. The less TV, the better. Get him outside whenever possible. Active games like hide and seek, throwing a ball, stacking blocks, or just crawling fast keep your child in shape and set a good fitness habits for life. The terrific twos. Your child is making new friends, becoming social. That's good. But it does increase her chance of catching a bug or disease. That's why the 24-month checkup is important, especially those shots.
He's talking up a storm probably, huh?
A child should be using 2-word sentences by 2 years and be able to follow simple directions.
I'm very pleased, and I feel that she communicates herself very well.
Remember, children develop at different speeds. If you think your child might have a problem, bring it up with your doctor.
How much do you understand of what he says?
Finding out early if anything's wrong and taking steps to fix it is the best thing you can do for your baby. Non-stop action. Just look at the energy he's burning. But he'll find time to refuel. That's where healthy snacks come in. Fruit, yogurt, and whole grain breads, or graham crackers and oatmeal date cookies. Good food doesn't have to be dull food, and kids hate dull food. Hamburgers and fried chicken sure taste good, but instead of frying, for example, try baking the chicken. And remember, variety is the spice of life and good for your child. So is moderation.
Right.
Good boy.
Let him help you. If you're a kid, eating food is always more fun if you've had a hand in making it.
Over the bowl. Good boy. Wrap it together.
Children are more likely to try foods when they've helped cook them.
Put it over. Make a sandwich. Good job.
Here are some other tricks and treats. Think small. Bite size is the right size for kids, so cut sandwiches and toast into small pieces. Kids love sauces and dips with their food. It's fun to dip. Try fruit and vegetable sticks with yogurt dips. Good tasting and good for your child. There are some foods that are unsafe, like whole hot dogs. A kid can choke on them. So slice them into little pieces. Cut grapes and cherry tomatoes in half. Stay away from popcorn for now. Other unsafe foods are hard candies, nuts, and chunks of peanut butter. Spread the peanut butter thinly on bread or crackers. Be sure to wash fruits and vegetables well and peel tough skins.
She used to eat everything.
Toddlers are famous for eating jags.
Now she eats only macaroni and cheese.
So it's the choices of foods that she's making.
It's the choices of foods that really bother me.
It's always a good idea to find certain sort of safety zone foods that are easy to fix that can be substituted. If, for example, the family's serving chicken, the child doesn't want chicken, that's okay. Keep the rest of the meal the same and put a slice or two of cheese in place of the chicken.
Just some fruit and maybe a half of a tuna salmon.
The babysitter. Be sure to give her some food rules. What your child should and shouldn't eat, including sugary soft drinks.
No ice cream, no chips. That's when he'll really want chips.
More than just chips.
All foods can fit into a healthy diet, even occasional junk foods. Moderation is the key. Good diets mean good growth.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Miranda. Happy birthday.
At 3 years, she's no longer a baby.
Make a wish.
Go. Your child's eating habits are in place. And if he's fit and healthy, there's a good chance he'll stay that way for a lifetime. And many, many more happy birthdays. As I said in the beginning, parents have lots of questions about their child's health. Let's look at some of the answers. If at all possible, try to breastfeed your new baby. It's best for him and you. Formula is okay, but please follow directions. And remember, ready to mix is the best buy. A baby should be fed whenever he's hungry. Your baby's well fed if she seems satisfied and sleeps well. Drooling and crying are a sign that the first tooth is coming in. Give your baby something to bite on and massage the gums. Regular well baby checkups make sure your child is growing and healthy. Don't wait until your baby is sick to visit the doctor. Some warning signals to call the doctor: a fever over 102, crying and coughs that won't go away, and trouble breathing. Solids begin around 4 to 6 months, finger foods at about 8. Your baby should begin cow's milk after 1.
No.
Forget food fights with your kid. It's a rejection of food, not you. Keep junk foods to a minimum, but remember, no child likes dull food. Meals can be both healthy and delicious. Your child needs exercise. Play is a key to health, teaching a kid about himself and burning calories. Remember, you're building your child's body by feeding her healthy foods, making sure she gets her exercise, and seeing the doctor regularly. And also remember to take care of yourself. You are the most powerful role model your child has, so set a good example. If you value a healthy lifestyle, so will your child. Health and fitness are our most powerful gifts to our kids. And it is all about the kids.